welcome all. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to
Vaughn Radio.
That's right, Vaughn Radio, where English is exciting. Folks, hold on. It's time for liftoff. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Is there an echo?
1.
Yep.
0.
Here we go.
Ignition.
Come on, baby.
Liftoff.
Come on, baby.
Liftoff.
You got this.
30 minutes after the hour.
Get ready. Hold on to your hats. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time.
On Vaughn Radio. It's a show with no name. Come on, folks. Get on board. Let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's right, amigos. That's right. It's the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. And it's time for another exciting edition of the show. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. And you were with your friends, your family, your loved ones. And you're ready to rock here on the show with no name. I imagine my buddy Fitz warmed you guys up. Well, Fitz is on the air every day with his program, No Excuses. After this program, you've got Ximena Holiday's Test Your English. Then the lunchtime show with Rob and Andy. Then you've got Back to Basics with Tosh Pasqua, Jules Linares, and Let's Get Random, Western Civilization with Guy Williams. The Salad with David Boyes. And don't forget about Drive Time with that crazy Canadian, Kyle Miller. That's right, folks. All your favorite teachers, all your favorite Vaughn Radio hosts here. And you can listen to us live every day. We prepare every program with TLC, with tender, loving care. And if you want to meet all of us, well, the book fair is officially here. Well, not really. In a little over a month. But make arrangements. It's going to creep up on you. Se te acercará sin darte cuenta. It's going to creep up on you. May 26th to June 11th. Feria del Libro Madrid. I've got some exciting news. Along with my partner, my buddy, Damian Moya. So stay tuned. If you guys are in my community, you already know the news. Hey, it's the way it goes. You got a sneak peek, but stay tuned. The best way to make sure you know what's going on in the Vaughn world and you make sure you're getting some content every day is by following us on social media. So follow Kyle, follow Tosh Pasqua, follow me, follow Grupo Vaughn, and you'll learn English on pure inertia. That's right, momentum or inertia. You say the same word, inertia. Folks, it's time for today's pop quiz. Come on. Quiz. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right. Yeah. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Sing it with me, folks. I need your help. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right, amigos. It is our pop quiz only on the show with no name. And what an exciting show we've got for you today. And it's going to be, as I said, now that spring is here, spring has sprung. Ha brotado. It's an interesting play on words there. Spring has sprung. I think you guys can hear it. Oh, yeah. You hear that? That's Dawson's Creek over there. Los problemas de Dawson en inglés se llaman el riachuelo, el arroyo de Dawson, Dawson's Creek. That's right, folks. Well, let's hope we don't get any inclement weather. Oh, boy. See, I jinxed it. I spoke too soon. Well, spring has sprung, and there's a beautiful smell in the air, the smell of growth. The smell of flowers blooming and budding. And I got to say something, amigos. It's a great, great feeling. And it's a perfect time to attend Vaughntown. Listen carefully. Can you hear that? No. Listen closer. I'm not talking about the birds chirping. I'm talking about everybody speaking English and feeling comfortable. Listen. This is what it's like at Vaughntown, a peaceful place where you can really learn English and lose your inhibitions. There's a reason it's one of our star programs. Vaughntown. Lose your fear of speaking English. If you want more information about this immersive experience, go to grupovon.com or give us a call, 911-385831. Lose your fear of speaking English and express yourself with clarity at Vaughntown. That's right, amigos. More information about Vaughntown, you can get it at our website, grupovon.com. Another way you can make sure you can get information is by contacting us on social media. All right, well, folks, so much to do. Let's take a look at our pop quiz. This pop quiz comes from one of our latest materials. It is called Natural English, Tu Guía Definitiva del Inglés Natural. You can pick it up at Von Tienda right now, and it teaches you all those things that we call totally native. That's right. Let's take a look. We're going to grab an example from this book today. Natural English, Tu Guía Definitiva del Inglés. It's available at vontienda.com. Also, remember, with the book fair around the corner, you'll be able to pick it up with a 10% discount, as far as I know. Usually that's the way it goes. All right, let's take a look at some natural English. Y fijaos, no es natural, it's natural. You make me feel like a natural woman. Ow. All right, this is an expression that means you took on too much responsibility. This means that you didn't expect something to be so tedious or so time-consuming. Here it says, intentar abarcar demasiadas cosas. And they've got some really good idiomatic expressions here in the book. But the one I want you to give me, and I want you to give it to me in context, as always, is abarcar o intentar abarcar demasiadas cosas. Another one they've got here is irse de las manos. That's pretty similar. Things got out of hand. Se nos fue de las manos. Another one. ¿Cómo se dice aquí? Meter palos en las ruedas. I didn't even know this one. Meter palos en las ruedas. See, guys? I'm learning. Is that a common one in Spanish? Well, we say to throw a spanner or a monkey wrench, right? To throw a monkey wrench es una llave inglesa. All right, well, let's see if you guys know that idiomatic expression, and we'll see if you guys can use it in context. And in this book, you'll get the idiomatic expressions, and then there's a conversation here. And it comes with audio, as most of our materials do at the Von Tienda. They come with audio, so you can listen to the vocabulary and you can repeat it. We all know how important that is. I was going to say the importance of it, or how important it is. Well, if you want to pick up this book, you can pick it up at vontienda.com or come pick it up at the book fair. As I said, 10% discount means you can grab a beer with the money you save. All right, let's go on over to our virtual classroom and check in with our students here. Let's see who's on board. There's Laura. What's up, Laura? First, front row center over here. She says, good morning, wonderful show with no namers. Let's get off to a great start to the week together. I like that last word there, together. So let's get off to a great start. Vamos a arrancar fuerte. Vamos a arrancar bien. There's my dad, Don Diego. He says, good morning, Alberto. Family, friends. Greetings from Greenwood Lake, New York. What's up? Laura says, good morning, Don Diego. There's Kubla. He says, how are you doing? Outstanding, pals. What's up, Kubla? Welcome aboard, buddy. Laura says, good morning, wonderful show with no namers. Oh, no, I already read this comment. All right. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, Cristina. Chris. Chris Valrol. She says, morning. Happy Monday, Alberto and mates. Alberto, I wonder, did you play Don Diego's performance, or maybe I missed it? No, you caught me. I haven't played it yet. Let me do it. I got to write it down. You know what? I have it written down, but I haven't done it. So maybe on today's show, we'll hear from my dad. Let me see if I can make that happen. All right. I got to do a couple things, but maybe I can make it happen. All right. Thanks for the reminder. No, you didn't miss anything, Chris. I just, my hard drive is full. Tengo el disco duro lleno. There's Born to Iron Man, and he says, morning, folks. What's up, Born to Iron Man? German says, good morning, one and all. How's it hanging? ¿Qué tal va la cosa? Great, German. Great to have you on board with us again. Laura says, spring has sprung. That's the expression. All right. Kubla says, as I don't want to spread my resources too thin, I'm going to put my best foot forward on this show. Nice job. To spread your resources, or directamente, to spread yourself too thin. So if you think about it, you spread butter on bread. Extiendes, ¿no? Untas la mermelada en el pan. Well, if you spread it too thin, no saben, ya no hay mantequilla en una parte, hay en otra parte, right? So to spread yourself too thin, and he gave us another great expression, to put your best foot forward. There's German. German says, I'm sorry. I thought I could have a job and be a student at the same time, but I ended up spreading myself too thin. Nice job, German. Laura says, I'm afraid I took on too many responsibilities and now I'm overwhelmed. Laura, excellent. I'm afraid I took on too many responsibilities and now I'm overwhelmed. We use that a lot. Great job, Laura. Let's see who else. Jay Lima says, what's up, Double A. Well, I'm chilling like a villain. As many of you know, I took my daughter to her first movie this weekend, and she had a blast. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Monse says, morning, guys. Yes, we want to hear Mr. D's Tiny Tim performance. I know, guys. Sorry about that. You know me. I'm just so forgetful. In fact, it's a miracle that everything's, here. I was in class. I had class this morning. Shout out to Lena. I was in class with Lena this morning. She's one of my students. Wonderful student. Lives in the Balearic Islands. All right. So nobody put the expression. Here it says to spread yourself too thin. And as I said, you all got that. But there was another one that's in this book that we use a lot. And I think it's easy to understand. And that is to bite off more than you can chew. To bite off more than you can chew. So think about a cookie, okay, or a piece of bread. And you grab a loaf of bread. We don't say a bar, we say a loaf, una hogata. And you bite off a big, big piece. And now you can't put it in your mouth. We're trying to chew it and you just can't. You can't chew it. You can't swallow it because it's too big. You took on too much. Asumiste demasiado. So, to bite off more than you can chew is the expression. And bite is an irregular verb. It's bite, bit, bitten. No biten, bitten. Es como write, wrote, written. No, it's written, it's written. Rima, written and bitten, riman. So, he bit off more than he can chew. You can put it in the past too. He bit off more than he could chew buying that house and the yacht, right? Puede ser con dinero o abarcando demasiado responsabilidad. To bite, I think it's a very visual. I love visual idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expressions where as soon as you hear it, you're like, that makes sense. Have you ever, let me ask you, and we can use that one. Have you ever bitten off more than you could chew in life? Right? Because we've all been in over our head. What? To be in over your head. Estar hasta arriba. Piénsalo, estás ahogándote. There's another way to say it. So, I'm sure all of us can think of a situation, a time in our life when we've bitten off more than we could chew. Kubla says, you can say that again, double A. I'd rather shape up than ship out. Ponerme en forma, ponerme las pilas. And he also says, I think it was Frank Sinatra who bit off more than he could chew when he did it his way. Absolutely. Good ear. I bit off more than I could chew. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's in that song. I did it my way. Thanks for pointing that out, Kubla. There's Vero. There's V to the E to the R. Oh, she goes, oh, so no, she's Vero. She's Vero. And she says, good morning, beautiful people. Together again at last. Let's have a terrific week, shall we? I thought I could work and study at the same time. But I presume I bit off more than I could chew. Excellent example. Vero. There's my dad, and he says, thanks, I thought I had missed it. I do promise a better performance. My voice betrayed me. I'm sorry. I can do better. Well, first, Dad, you did a great job. It's me. I got to get it off my phone, put it on my computer, and then put it in my soundboard over here. And I can do it. It's all doable. I just have to remember to do it. And this weekend, I was on daddy duty, como yo llamamos, deber de padre, on daddy duty. We had a lovely weekend. As I said, we went to the movies. And in today's show, we're going to take a look at movies, as we always do. We're going to learn English from movies. We're going to learn English from music. We already have, right? To bite off more than you could chew. Plus, we're going to play. You can bet I'm going to challenge you guys. Let's see. Chris says, I don't like to throw a spanner in the works. I prefer to be a helpful human being. Excellent job. Remember, guys, all of this is in one of our latest books. It's called Natural English, Tu Guía Definitiva del Inglés Natural. You can pick it up at Von Tienda. You can go there physically, or you can stop by our website, vontienda.com. If you're looking for courses, maybe you're looking for summer camps, you're looking for other options, maybe even our online course, you can get more information at our website. You can also contact us. We have a phone number. It's 911-385831. Again, 911-385831. Our main website is grupovon.com. Our bookshop is vontienda.com. If you follow us on social media, you can keep up with what's going on in the Von sphere. So great, Chris, to throw a spanner in the works. Yeah, this is, I got to say something. This is something, we all have that friend, don't we? Who's a monkey wrench. En inglés puedes decir directamente, man, are you monkey wrenching? Are you throwing a monkey wrench into our plan? And es, piénsalo, la tuerca está ahí, tú haces clac. Hey, wait, pero íbamos por ahí. So it's also a song. Don't wanna be your monkey wrench. See, we've already got a couple songs. Don't wanna be your. This is the Foo Fighters, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. I don't wanna be your monkey wrench. Lyrics. Let's see. But there's another one that you can. I mean, he says it a million times in the song. David Grohl is the he I'm referring to. What have we done with innocence? ¿Qué hemos hecho con la inocencia? It disappeared with time. It never made much sense. Nunca tuvo mucho sentido. Adolescent, residente, adolescente. Wasting another night. Malgastando, perdiendo. Wasting another night on planning my revenge. 1 in 10, 1 in 10. Don't wanna be your monkey wrench. One more indecent accident. I'd rather leave than suffer this. I'll never be your monkey wrench. Nunca voy a ser yo el que te cambia los planes. Now, the word spanner, we say in the United States, but when we're talking about the tool, la herramienta, we call it a wrench. Right? So it's interesting. The expression, you can use either one in the United States, but if you're asking somebody, oye, pásame la llave inglesa ahí, you would say, pass me that wrench. No hay que poner la palabra monkey ahí. Se puede decir wrench a secas, right? You call it llave inglesa? Is that what you, let me see what you call it. I think you call it the English key. Wrench, llave inglesa, right? Wrench. It's one of those words with a silent W. And I tell you guys, too, you should know the basic tools. I mean, I'm not saying you need to know like a bone saw, but, you know, hammer, martillo, a screwdriver, destornillador, a level, un nivel. What else have we got? Sandpaper. Esa es muy lógica. Sandpaper, ¿te suena? Papel de lija, you say? Right? So sandpaper, what else have we got in there? Nails and screws, nuts and bolts. Y de hecho, la expresión nuts and bolts es lo básico. You need to know the nuts and bolts of English, lo básico. And you can do that with Tosh Pasqua every day. Also, then you've got a drill or a drill gun. Zzz, a drill gun. I know I'm leaving some stuff out here. I'm definitely leaving some stuff out, but those are your basic things you'll need if you have a toolbox. Oh, and I might as well tell you, tool is not just herramienta, and it's not just a music group. Tool es un capullo. So, en el contexto, if I say, this guy is such a fucking tool, es un capullo, un gilipollas. He's a tool. But also, tool, again, pay attention to context, can also mean member. And I don't mean member of the family. I mean the member you've got between your crotch, fellas, into entrepiernas. All right, folks, we've got to go to a quick commercial break. I can't believe it. We'll be right back with tons more Show with No Name. So stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio. So much to do here on the show, so much fun to be had. Another exciting edition. The Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio. You know it. All right, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back. This is the second part of today's show. So much to cover in today's show. So many amigos joining us live. So many people who join us later on. These videos Some of them have thousands of views later on YouTube, on Twitter. So thank you to all of you who spread the word and tell people there's a fun, free, exciting way to learn English, and it's called Vaughn Radio. More information about what we do on social media. You got our website too, grupovon.com, or stop into any of our offices. We're all over Spain. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, amigos. So much to do. Let's kick off with Say What? Say what? What? That's right, it's a Say What soundbite every day, every fucking night. It's a Say What soundbite. We're gonna keep it tight every day and every night. 1, 2, 3. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be on the Say What soundbite? Who's it gonna be on the Say What soundbite? All right, amigos. I think this is going to be an easy one, considering last week I was a real motherfucker with you guys. Hay que decir las cosas como son. Oh, man. We had Samuel Beckett. We had, last week was tough. We had Robert Carlyle from Trainspotting Begbie. So this is going to be a piece of cake, a walk in the park, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, or mac and cheesy. Either way, those expressions are quite cheesy. All right, amigos, as always, the Say What soundbite is where you hear a famous person speaking 4 times, and you guys have to tell me what you heard. Now, I think, as I said, everybody should at least take a stab at it, because this is a piece of piss. Mira, otra forma de decir facilísimo. Here we go, folks.
I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. You know, it's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. You know, I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
Okay, there you go. Pretty easy if you ask me, because I know you guys. I know what level you're at. And I think this is a walk in the park. Total walk in the park here. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it to you a second time, and then I'd love to hear what you heard in your best English. And then we've got a little surprise for you. My dad sent us a video, and I've just converted it to audio, and we're going to hear from my dad while you guys are coming up with your observations. Is everybody ready? This is the Say What soundbite for the second time.
I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. You know, it's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. You know, I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
All right.
Take one.
Here we go, folks.
La luna se estaba peinando en los espejos del río. Y un toro la está mirando entre la jara escondido. Cuando llega la alegre mañana y la luna se escapa del río, el torito se mete en el agua, embistiendo al ver que se halló. Y ese toro enamorado de la luna que abandona por la noche a la maná y es tintado de amapolas y aceitunas y le puso campanero el mayoral. Los romeros de los montes le besan la frente, las estrellas y luceros lo bañan de plata y el torito que es bravío de casta valiente, abanicos de colores parecen.
All right. Awesome job, Dad. Hey, everybody can have a voice here on this show. And that was my dad. It wasn't the Tiny Tim one because I couldn't find that one. And since I had to do it on the fly, una expresión que vimos el otro día para ayer, well, I got it all ready for you. So that's a song my dad used to sing to me when I was a little kid. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. All right. So a special surprise. You guys just heard from my dad over there. Let's see what we've got. We've got a bunch of people on board, and let's see. The first person, Monse, says, I'll say that was a posh British girl. Careful with your spelling of British, Monse. I'll say that was a posh British girl talking about her clothes and makeup business. Spot on, Monse. Spot on, spot on, spot on. Let's see. German says, Don Diego sounds like a real Don Juan Conquistador. With all due respect. Well, you figured him out. Le has pillado. You caught him. He's always been a Don Juan. Let's see. Born to Iron Man says, well sung, Don Diego. No doubt about it, Dad. There we go. In fact, a nice round of applause. If you guys want to send us a voice note, you can do it. You can send it to my email address. Write it down. It's aalonso@grupovon.com. aalonso@grupovon.com. And you guys can send us, I say keep it at a minute. Introduce yourself and say something. Share something with us. Like my dad just shared a song with us. Anix, there she is. She says, hello there. It's a woman's voice. It sounds like an interview. She's talking about fashion, beauty, and making women feel, mejor Anix, making women feel like their best version, okay, or the best version of themselves. I think I recognize the voice. All right, excellent job, Anix. Monse says, hey, great performance, Mr. D. Wow, absolutely. And now, Dad, your voice will go down on Vaughn Radio history. Laura says, what a powerful voice, Don Diego. I love this song. What a great performance a cappella. Oh, yeah, my dad, he's always been quite an artist in every sense of the word, and he loves singing. Let's see. Kubla says, wow, what a profound, star-sounding Andalusian tone. Kudos. Enhorabuena. Dad, you've gotten some good reviews here. When's the album coming out? Also, Ricardo says, Don Diego has sung from good to better. And can you believe me? I caught it all. My English is on fire. Oh, very cool. Great. Well, I look forward to you participating in our Say What soundbite, Ricardo, and all of you. Anybody else want to comment on the Say What soundbite? We had Anix. Monse showed me that she knows who it is, which is great news. Well, if nobody else wants to comment, we're going to move on to our Spelling Bee.
Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee. Spelling Bee.
That's right, amigos. It's our spelling bee only on the show with no name. And I got to tell you something. I've got to tell you, today's spelling bee is going to be easy compared to some of the ones we've had recently. So again, we're starting the week off. I'm not going too hard on you. I'm going easy on you here. But before we begin our spelling bee, a couple more comments really quickly. Chris says, I heard a British woman talking about how she loves fashion and helping women to reach their best version. Maybe to be more spicy. I see what you did there, Chris. So some of you are showing me that you know who it is already, but I think everybody's going to be able to jot it down, maybe even after the second or third listen. Chris also says, bravo, Don Diego. Dad, I'm telling you, you drove the fans crazy. You are a crowd pleaser. All right, here we go with today's spelling bee. This is round one, and as you guys know, I pull no punches here. There's no mercy, as we say. I pull no punches. There's no mercy. This is your spelling bee. The first one, and the beginning of each word will be capitalized. All right? This is round one. The first word is THE space APARTMENT. The second one is BILLY space WILDER. The third one is BURT space LANCASTER. The fourth one is ELMER space GANTRY. The fifth one is ELIZABETH space TAYLOR. And the last one is BUTTERFIELD space 8. That's it. That's it, guys. Those are your 6 words. We'll see if anybody got them on the first go. If not, you're going to hear them in just a moment. But let's see. Going once, going twice. Well, I'm going to give you guys another minute or so. In fact, while we're thinking about it, let me tell you about our initiative with Oxford English. ¿Qué tiene que ver la Universidad de Oxford con Vaughan? Pues muchísimo. Es una alegría anunciar que Vaughan ha sido certificado como centro examinador de Oxford Test of English. Podrás hacer los exámenes de Oxford Test of English en los centros de Vaughan. Si quieres más información sobre esta iniciativa de Vaughan y Oxford, puedes ver más en nuestra página web, grupovaughan.com. O bien síguenos en redes sociales para más información. Oxford Test of English. That's right, folks. You can get more information. Con Vaughan. You can get more information at our website, or you can contact us via social media. The website's grupovaughan.com. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we might have a winner or two on our hands. Let's take a look over here. The first person to take a stab at it is Born to Iron Man. And let's see how he did over here. Born to Iron Man, the first one is correct. The second one is also correct. The third one is incorrect. The fourth one is incorrect. Okay, just a couple mistakes in there. Let's take a look. Kubla. Kubla, the first one is correct. The second one is correct. This third one is correct. The fourth one is incorrect. Ooh, all right. The fifth one, the sixth one's right. All right, so let's take a look. Born to Iron Man, we still have a mistake in there. All right, well, we're going to go through them again. I guess it was a little bit harder than I anticipated. Also, my dad says, when I sing, I give all I am. And so I grow bigger and better. Thanks to you all. Better reward? There you go. As I said, Dad, they loved it. All right, here we go, folks. This is round 2 of today's Spelling Bee. The first one was tough. This time, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to be nice. The first word is THE space APARTMENT. The second word, BILLY space WILDER. The third name is BURT space LANCASTER. The fourth one is ELMER space GANTRY. The fifth one is ELIZABETH space TAYLOR. The sixth one is BUTTERFIELD space 8. All right, there we go. My amigos seemed tough on the first go over there. So let's see if anybody got it here on the second go. Born to Iron Man coming back a couple times, but still got a mistake over there. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some winners. Give it up for Kubla and I believe Laura as well. Nice job. Kubla's like, I'll get it by hook or by crook. So the first one to get it on the first go, their first try, would be Laura. The first one to get it would be not Born to Iron Man, Kubla. So it depends how you guys want to rank it there. Either way, I think they both did a wonderful job. And Born to Iron Man too. But it wasn't easy. It was not easy. But folks, you know where we're going? To the Oscars. That's right. We are going to the 33rd Annual Academy Award. And this is April 17th, 1961. Bob Hope is hosting. And here we are at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium in sunny Santa Monica, California. This was the first ceremony that we will air on ABC television. Billy Wilder's movie, The Apartment, won Best Picture. The last black and white film to do so until movie buffs, Schindler's List, and The Artist at the 66th and 84th Academy Awards, respectively. Gary Cooper was selected by the Academy Board of Governors to receive an Academy Award, an honorary Academy Award, for his many memorable screen performances and the international recognition he, as an individual, has gained for the motion picture industry. And very sad, Gary Cooper, they found out he had cancer, and he died less than 4 weeks later. And Best Motion Picture, The Apartment, produced by Billy Wilder. Best Director, Billy Wilder. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? Best Actor, Burt Lancaster as Elmer Gantry. These are all ones that you'll see here in our spelling bee. The Apartment, that was our first word. The second one was Billy Wilder, the producer and the director. Best Actor went to Burt Lancaster, playing the role of Elmer Gantry. In the movie, Elmer Gantry. So, even though The Apartment swept, se llevó muchos Oscar. It didn't win Best Actor. And Elizabeth Taylor won Best Actress. That's why we got her in there for the movie Butterfield 8. And she is the most desirable woman in town and the easiest to find. Just call Butterfield 8. I didn't know that one, but I know The Apartment. That's a very popular movie. I didn't know that black and white fact over there. But also, guys, if you want to learn more about the Academy Awards, remember there's an FYI. There's actually two. There are two FYI episodes that have to do with the Academy Awards. And as always, I teach you some history, some fun facts, but I always try and put in these little English lessons. You know, like, for example, if we're looking at protagonizado por, first I point out no es por in English. This is a new movie starring Harrison Ford. No hay por ahí. And then you explain the difference between staring and starring. And then you see if there are other homophones. So as always, I try to make it a mini class. You call it píldoras in Spanish. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've got a winner for today's Say What soundbite. Give it up for Kubla. Nice job. Nice job. And that was after the second listen. I am convinced that some of you are going to get it now when we come back. We've got to go to a commercial break in just a moment, but I'm convinced that many of you guys are going to get it. No doubt in my mind, you're definitely going to get it because it's not going to get easier than this. Okay, she speaks a little bit fast, but you guys, you have four chances to write down every word. So if you want to learn more about that, the 33rd, well, actually, I don't talk about the 33rd one. I talk about the Academy Awards in general. You can look it up wherever you listen to Vaughn podcasts. You can search for Your Inglés. Remember, last week we looked at The Simpsons. Let me take a look at what we've got coming up this week. Let's see, calendar. So we have The Simpsons, which came out. So we had the Roman Empire, The Simpsons. Oh, and this coming Friday, we've got Princess Di, La Princesa Diana, which is going to be a very interesting episode. Remember, there are two episodes. You get one that comes out for everybody, and then there's a bonus episode, which is exclusively for people in my community. Now, if you're really, really patient and you wait, well, you can start getting bonus episodes. In fact, I can even tell you which ones came out recently. But again, the easiest way is if you subscribe, if you follow the podcast, you'll know when a bonus episode comes out. So at the beginning of this month, I released the smartphones bonus episode. What I recommend you do is listen to part one and then listen to the bonus episode. It gives you a chance to review it and connect it. Then you got the Roman Empire, which that wasn't a bonus episode. That was a normal one. Then Espionage, which came out on April 13th. So listen to the first episode on espionage and then the second one. Then you've got The Simpsons, which came out last Friday. And then next week, we've got Princess Di on Friday. And then coming up, we've also got Shakespeare. I'll be releasing the bonus episode on Shakespeare, which I think is worth hearing because I teach you some of the most common idiomatic expressions that come from Shakespeare, but are still being used today. Folks, I can't believe it, but we've got to go to a quick commercial break. So much content. I hope you're content with all the content. You've got content every day here on Vaughn Radio, plus on social media. So follow us and learn English in your timeline every day for free. Sounds like a deal. All right, folks, we'll be right back. So stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name. Exclusively on Vaughn Radio. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to part 3 of today's show. And you've got edutainment. That's right, educational entertainment, edutainment, all afternoon here on Vaughn Radio with Ximena Holiday's program, Test Your English, right after this show. And there's a book called Test Your English. You can pick it up at the Vaughn Tienda or wait till the book fair. All right, amigos, come on in. So much to do. We're going to kick off with some homophones. Then we're going to hear our Say What soundbite for the 3rd time. Then we're going to go to the movies, place I took my daughter this weekend for the first time. It was, where's my sound effect? Magical. Absolutely magical. I don't know who had more fun, my daughter or me. So homophones, Say What, Name That Movie, Double Trouble, and so much more. Whatever else comes up. Just know this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And obviously it's going to be interactive. So let's interact in our next section. It's called Homophones.
Homophones, homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. 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 That's right. It's homophones only on the show with no name. And as always, this is a part of the show where we look at words that may or may not sound the same. And I'm going to leave it in your hands. You can participate in our group. And if you can't, you can always just participate aloud. Diciendo, I think they do sound the same. I think they don't. All right. And more importantly, it's not just if you know it here when we're on the show, but if you know it next time you're in conversation with someone and you say, oh, ¿cómo se decía eso? And we'll look at many other meanings of each word because, as you know, I want to be fair, but English has, we have a section called Double Trouble for a reason. All right. The first word is, I just said the word justo. Maybe I did it on purpose. Justo. It's also una feria as well. Es una feria. It's also a way of saying bonito, bonita. So we've already seen 3 or 4 meanings already. Justo, imparcial. Claro, pálido o blanco, si hablan de la piel. Feria. También es lindo. I'm seeing if there's any. Jugar limpio también. Ser justo. Una feria de trabajo también, no solo ferias de atracciones. Okay. And the second word is a word that is the money you have to pay to go on a bus, subway, or in a taxi. Tarifa, precio, pasaje. También es comida o alimentos. But I think it's more common as tarifa, precio, que hay que pagar. So those are your 2 words. The first word, feria, justo, bonito, lindo. Veremos también que tiene varias expresiones. And the second word is tarifa, precio. Y también es verbo, irle.
¿Cómo le ha ido bien al pueblo? We'll take a look at it. Y más, billete, pasaje, tarifa. All right, let's take a look at the comments. Well, first, let me give you the Say What soundbite. Here it is for the third time. Please write down what you hear.
I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. You know, it's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. You know, I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
All right, there you go, amigos. That is the Say What soundbite for the third time. Let's take a look and see how you guys fared. ¿Cómo os fue? How you fared, esa es la segunda, with today's spelling bee. Eso ha sido sin querer, eh? Let's take a look. The first person to participate is Born to Iron Man. Born to Iron Man, those are the correct words. And he says they sound alike. All right, let's see if your classmates agree with you. Laura, those are the correct words. And she says they're homophones. Oh, wait. Two superstars are telling me that these words sound the same. Anybody care to go against them? I didn't think so. Laura, so Born to Iron Man. Kubla says it's and they sound alike. German agrees. Okay. Let's see. Kubla says, haha, I'm getting hooked on all these sound effects, Alberto. You're a superb producer of content. Congrats. Well, thank you for noticing. I mean, one thing is doing it live, and another thing is on, if you listen to FYI, I can always put it in post-production. So I'd like to think that, you know, my perfection, if it exists, is FYI, because here I'm like, oh, se me fue, no tengo el efecto. I try and prepare as much as I can, but sometimes, you know, when you're editing later on and you're like, oh, aquí vendría bien el sonido de... So thanks. Thank you very much for noticing. And I do try and create, because listen, this is our classroom. We want to create a world, right? And an energy, an environment, depending on what we're talking of. Let's see. Monse says they're homophones. Chris says they're homophones. All right. So the first word is fair. And you guys know me. If there's one thing you can say about me is I am fair. Okay. Soy una persona justa. I've never really been called unfair. I'm a fair person. Now, that doesn't mean I'm beautiful. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You know that famous one? I think it's Cinderella, right? The fairy godmother, the stepmother. She says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the... No, ahí no quiere decir quién es la más imparcial, el contexto. But it's more common to say the most beautiful hoy en día. But also, if you have fair skin, my daughter, my sister-in-law, they have fair skin. They shouldn't sit in the sun for too long. If they're going to go to the fair, la feria, they should put some sunblock on their fair skin, even though they're both very fair. Guapas. Y justas. Whoa, that could be a quadruple trouble, my amigos. What else? Fair and square. Me gusta esta expresión. Es la que lo gané sin trampa. Hey, man, how did you win? I won fair and square. Aquí no ha habido trampa. Todo se ha hecho justo a pie de la letra. Fair and square. All right. What else? Fair enough. Eso es muy, muy británico. Me parece bien. Muy bien. Justo. Entonces, Alberto, you want to go get a beer? Fair enough, mate. Como, aunque no estás diciendo nada que puede ser injusto. Fair game es presa fácil. Where else? Fair play, juego limpio. I'm sure you've heard of that one. To get a fair shake. We've looked at this one before in our spelling bees. Not in our spelling bee, and I think it was in the double trouble. To get a fair shake is to get a good opportunity, right? To get your fair share. Te han dado una gran parte. Man, you got your fair share of that. Okay? Te llevaste tú una gran parte. Fair trade, comercio justo. He got a fair trial, un juicio justo, imparcial, right? So as you can see, it's a very, very useful word. I'm just scrolling down, 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 and there are so many meanings of that first word, fair. Fair enough? Okay. The second word is fair. So I don't have taxi fare. I don't have enough money for taxi fare. How am I going to get to the fair? They are homophones. Yeah. They are definitely homophones, and excellent job. So fare. Now, the second one I told you is the money you need to pay. So how much is the fare? Okay, the fare is la tarifa, el precio, un viaje. It's $2. I talk about it if you've listened to the FYI episode on the New York City subway or on pizza, because it shows up in both episodes. You'll hear the New York subway fare pizza connection. And what does that mean? It means throughout history, New York City history, the price of a slice of pizza has been the same as the slice of one subway fare. Okay? So there you go. And then I said to fare. The town didn't fare well during the drought, durante la sequía. To fare. How did you guys fare last night? Esto es fare, F-A-R-E, right? Bus fare, billete de avión. Senior fare, tarifa para jubilados. Right? My mom loves to brag about that. Oh, I got the senior citizen fare, the senior discount, the early bird special. And I say, Mom, that's fair. Get whatever fare you can, especially if you're going to a fun fair where everything can be expensive. Oh, and by the way, there's an FYI episode on amusement parks, parques de atracciones. So you can check it out. It's a good time of year now, as you know, theme park season. I know they're opening a new coaster in Madrid, a groundbreaking coaster. Batman, the Great Escape, or Escape from Gotham. I forgot the name, but the coaster is going to be opening in Madrid at Parque Warner. I'm excited about that. And it's a great time. If you're going to go to a theme park or you're going to go to one of these parks, well, that's a great time to listen to that episode because, well, it's those bumper cars. Claro, it just helps you remember. And I do that on purpose too. A lot of times, like the other day, when I released the episode on espionage, it was because I think it was Ian Fleming's birthday or something. So, maybe you saw somewhere else, it said, it's Ian Fleming's birthday, the creator of James Bond. Well, guess what? You also got a bonus episode of FYI. Also, folks, I want a nice round of applause for Laura. Laura also figured out today's Say What soundbite. That's right, Laura. Excellent job. All right. Well, we've got so much to do, and we're going to go to a magical place. And I know it's magical. I've known it my whole life, but yesterday I saw it again when I took my daughter there for the first time. I saw the magic. I felt the magic. I experienced the magic of the movies. Name that movie. That's right, amigos. It's Name That Movie only on the show with no name. And as always, we're going to take a look at a flick, and we'll see if you've seen this flick or not. If not, don't worry, because you'll learn English from it either way, de todas formas. So let me give you guys the trailer over here. All right, I'm going to give you my trailer. After accidentally crash landing in 2022, time-traveling fighter pilot Adam Reed teams up with his 12-year-old self for a mission to save the future. Whoa, sounds pretty crazy, huh? So after accidentally crash landing is chocar. In 2022, time-traveling fighter pilot, and time traveling es que viaja en el tiempo. A fighter pilot es un caza. So a fighter plane, los que luchan, hacen combate. That's why we say fighter. So a fighter, Tom Cruise, Maverick, was a fighter pilot because he flew fighters. So time-traveling fighter pilot Adam Reed teams up with, and this is a really good phrasal verb if you haven't used it, to team up with, because we're going to get together. No, we're going to team up with them. Yes, hacer equipo, hacer piña. We're going to team up with them. So he teams up with his 12-year-old self. Now, I don't know if you heard me right the first time. I didn't say his 12-year-old son. I said his 12-year-old self, él de cuando tenía 12 años, for a mission to save the future. Hey, that's how it works. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner. Please give it up for your buddy Kubla. The movie is called The Adam Project. El Proyecto Adán, Adam. We pronounce it. Remember, Americans pronounce the word Adam, the name Adam, the same as átomo. So Adam discovered the atom bomb. Now, I don't know if the British, they might say atom, but not us. The same sound over there, atom. Right? And it reminds me of the expression to up an atom, arriba y a por ellos. Vamos a levantarnos, up an atom. The movie is called The Adam Project. I am absolutely sure that's not the name in Spanish, is it? Right? Chris Valrol got it as well. Nice job, Chris. And yeah, it's a movie that came out in the year 2022, so pretty recently, right? 2022. The movie stars Ryan Reynolds. Ojo, no es Reynolds. He oído mucha gente decir Reynolds. It's Reynolds, como si la Y no estuviera. Ryan Reynolds, Walker Scoble, Mark Ruffalo, and one of my favorites, Jennifer. Espera, te digo su nombre en español. Jennifer conseguir, obtener, ganar. Jennifer Garner. She garnered respect for the role she played in this movie. All right, so let's take a look at this movie. It's a typical like end of the world, Armageddon kind of thing, you know. Chris says, great cast. I love Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, he's good. I don't know what it is, but he's just intense as an actor. All right, well, let's take a look at the scene that I've chosen here for you. Ray, after beating up young Adam, says, boom. And to beat up is dar una paliza. Also, if you tell somebody, man, I am beat up, estoy cansado. So context there is really, really important, right? So let's take a look. He said, let me scroll back up. After beating up young Adam, boom, and Chuck laughing, riéndose, que de hecho Chuck significa lanzar. Yeah, that's right. Y up Chuck, no quiero ser grosero, pero up Chuck, vomitar. Yeah. And Chuck's laughing and goes, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, nice, man. Qué bien, tío. And Ray says, you crying, Reed? ¿Estás llorando? He goes, oh, no, Chuck. Look, we made him cry. Fijaos, yo me como la H. We made him. I don't say made him. We made him cry. Le hicimos llorar. We made him cry. And young Adam runs away. Huye. He runs away. And Chuck says, it's like he was trying to lose. Es como si estuviera intentando perder. It's like he was trying to lose. And Ray says, run away, Reed. Huye. Run away, Reed. And Adam slams Ray to the wall. And to slam, me recuerda dar portazo. Entonces, dar un golpe fuerte. But si dices no des portazos, dirás don't slam the door. And a grand slam in baseball is interesting because a home run is like the best, right? No, a grand slam is the best because a home run means you knock it out of the park and you can run around the bases. But if bases are loaded, si tienes un jugador en cada base, that's 4 runs if you get a home run. That's a grand slam. That's 4 runs, 4 points, and that's even bigger than a home run. If you want to learn more about baseball without getting into too much detail, but also while looking at some of the most common idiomatic expressions that come from baseball, remember there's an FYI episode on baseball. Take me out to the ball game. My daughter knows the song, and she hasn't even been to a ball game yet, but we're just getting ready for it. So Adam slams Ray to the wall. Y de hecho, si os gusta el pressing catch, if you like wrestling, there's a move that's called a body slam. Okay, body slam, seguro que os suena. And Ray says, What the hell? ¿Qué demonios? You can always say, what the fuck? What the hell is a little bit less. And what the heck no es ofensivo en nada. So vamos de menos ofensivo a más ofensivo. What the heck happened? What the hell happened? And what the fuck happened? Pero hay veces que heck no vale. Y lo sabemos. So Big Adam says, I'm not supposed to do this. But you ever hear the expression, ¿has oído alguna vez? You ever hear the expression, every bully has a bully Ray? Todos los bullies, los matones, los abusones tienen un bully. He goes, well, yours isn't holding up his end of the bargain. And this is a great expression if you didn't know it. To hold up your end of the bargain. Hemos hecho un trato. We bargained. We made a deal. And if you don't hold up your end, tú no estás cumpliendo con tu parte. You said you were going to hold up your end of the bargain, and you're not. So yours isn't, he goes, well, yours isn't holding up his end of the bargain. So I'm going to take over. Voy a coger el control. I'm going to take over. And Ray says, what are you talking about? ¿De qué hablas? And Big Adam says, and he shushes Ray. To shush. Shh, shh. Tiene sentido, ¿no? To shush somebody, mandar a callar. He shushes Ray and says, you're a good fighter. Eres buen luchador. Y ahí ves, puede ser luchador o piloto, ¿no? De caza. You're a good fighter. You like to kick ass. Te gusta arrasar, dar palizas, que es lo mismo. You're a big kid. Eres un niño grande. But if you go near Adam again, si te acercas a Adam otra vez, if you go near Adam again, I'll know. Lo sabré. I'll know. And I will find you. Y te encontraré. Ray. And it won't be like a couple of kids in a playground scrap. And a couple of kids, un par de chavales. In a playground, es un patio de niños. Playground, terreno de jugar, makes sense. In a playground scrap. And what is scrap? Well, scrap has many meanings. In this case, scrap es una pelea tonta de estas pequeñas. To scrap. De hecho, conocéis, there's Scooby-Doo, and then there's Scrappy-Doo. Come on, let's fight. He's scrappy. He likes to scrap. He likes to fight. But also scraps son restos de comida. I gave Scrappy-Doo some scraps, but he still wants to scrap with me. Toma double trouble. Le di a Scrappy-Doo unas sobras de comida, pero sigue queriendo pelearse conmigo, right? So that word scrap, also scrap metal, chatarra. And he says, I will pull bones out of your body. Ouch. Pull. Esta se aprende rápido en las puertas. Pull, push, right? I will pull bones out of your body. I will sharpen them. And to sharpen, afilar. I will sharpen them. And I will use them. Y los usaré. I will use them to stab. You know this word because we talk about it a lot. I tell you guys, take a stab at it. Inténtalo. But also, stab is literally apuñalar. So I will use them to stab little Chucky over there. So it sounds like this person is a backstabber, right? Una persona que mete, no, uno que traiciona, a backstabber will stab you in the back. So my amigos, also you'll see in the movie, there's a little wink to the movie Face Off. And Lewis Reed, Mark Ruffalo's character, says he gets a student's T-shirt during a lecture. The shirt has a picture of Nicolas Cage, but the name John Travolta under it. So if you've seen the movie Face Off, que es muy interesante también el título de esa película. Face Off es enfrentamiento, o enfrentarse. Pero Face Off también, ¿te acuerdas? Se quitan las caras en esa película. So folks, always learning from movies, music, and all that stuff that surrounds us. We've got to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the fourth and final part of today's show. Thank you so much for playing, laughing, and learning with me every day. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on board. All right, folks, we'll be right back with the rest of today's show. So, stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. After today's show, you've got the lovely Ximena Holiday and her program Test Your English. Don't miss it. Then you got the lunchtime show with Best Buds, Rob and Andy. Oh, and by the way, all these people are going to be at the book fair, Feria del Libro, May 26th to June 11th. I've already released my dates, mis fechas. I haven't made them public yet. I've only released the dates to my students in my community, but I'll be releasing the dates to everybody ASAP. Stay tuned. And as soon as I can give you the information, you can bet your ass I'm going to do it. It's going to be the shit. No, eso es positivo. La bomba. It's going to be the shit. I can promise you that. But you have to stay tuned. You've got to stay tuned. They won't let me say anything yet. They told me, shut your mouth. Well, I got a big mouth. What do you want from me? I guess that's why we sell a lot of books. Well, the books are good, according to you guys, and we make a lot of freaking noise. I love making noise. All right, folks, let's rock and roll right into the next part of the show, which is today's Double Trouble.
Double trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is.
Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble on the double. That's right, amigos. Welcome to Double Trouble, the section where we give you guys a little translation here, but there's just a little catch. And that catch is you have to use the same word twice. So here we go, my amigos. Good luck. Good luck with this one. I don't think it'll be impossible. I don't think it'll be easy either. All right, so here we go. Mírame mientras cargo el camión con coladas de ropa. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say double trouble? Nope, it's not a double trouble. It's a triple trouble. Mírame, o échame un vistazo, mírame, mientras cargo el camión con coladas de ropa. No piña coladas. If you like piña colada, getting caught in the rain. If you like making love at midnight in the cold summer. No, cold summer no tiene sentido. Bueno, you know what I'm saying. Great tune, by the way. Yeah, but I can't help it. Every time I think of colada de ropa, I think of piña colada. You know, that's the way I learned the word. All right, so mírame, échame un vistazo mientras cargo el camión con coladas de ropa. You've got to use the same word 3 times. Also, I'm going to give you today's Say What soundbite. This is the 4th listen. Please write down what you hear.
I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. You know, it's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. You know, I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
All right, there you go, folks. As many of you have already agreed, that's definitely a British accent. Doesn't sound like someone from the United States. That doesn't mean this person doesn't live in the United States, but I don't think the person was born in the United States. And as Monse pointed out, she's got quite a posh accent, pun intended. It's quite posh, if you ask me. I love that, if you ask me. All right, let's take a look then. If anybody got our triple trouble today, mírame mientras cargo el camión con coladas de ropa. All right, let's take a look. German is the first one to participate, and he says, take a load of me. Well, let me see. I've never heard it like that. I wouldn't say it like that. Hold on. I'm going to take a look. Okay, no. Whoa, let's see. No, but that's different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because if to take a load in the United States, in English, in the United States, take a load off es yo te ayudo con el no cargues tanto. Hay una canción súper famosa, The Band. Take a load off, Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Annie. You put the load right on me. Great song, The Load. Listen to it and you'll learn how to use that expression. It's also in Lean. If there is a load that you can't carry, lean on me. So you'll hear this load, carga mucho. But so take a load of is not what we're looking for here. But let's see the rest. Take a load of me while I load the truck with loads of garments. I'll give it to you. But we gotta make a little adjustment there, German, but excellent job. Really nice job over there. Let's see. Kubla, take a load of me. Nope. I wouldn't say it like that. As I load the truck with laundry loads. That'll work. The second part is fine. Let's see. Laura says, look at me while I load the truck with a load of loads of clothes. I'll take it, Laura. Yes, German, now you got it. It's get a load of. El verbo correcto is get a load of. So to get a load of, it means take a look at this, right? Normally, if you're saying it to somebody, you're saying it like you're making, get a load of this guy. Mira como. So it's not just mirar, pero es como mira porque no te lo vas a creer kind of mirar. Get a load. And it comes from an I load. O sea, mírale bien. Get a load of this guy. All right. So get a load. I love that one. And also a load is also una carga de semen. Just careful. If you hear that in a different context, somebody blew their load. I don't want to get into detail, okay? Just a warning there. Load. There are loads of meanings, muchos significados. So we said a load of laundry. We say una carga, a load of laundry. To load a truck, to unload a truck. We know it from the internet too. Download versus upload. Que es diferente que load a truck and unload a truck, right? So get a load of me. Como mírame, como, no, porque quieres que mire por alguna razón. Algo gracioso, algo interesante hay. So get a load of me as I load the truck with loads of laundry. Excellent job. Loads of you were very close to figuring it out. Load, L-O-A-D. Check out the song. As I said, it's a beautiful song. Take a load off Annie. So it's a little bit different. So get a load of something means take a look at it. Take a load off es relájate, siéntate, ¿no? Es como no cargues tanto. Take a load off, Annie. And when you take a load, you put the load right on me. Awesome, awesome documentary about the band. And I believe it's directed by none other than Marty Scorsese. All right, excellent job, amigos. It's time to move on to You're Joking. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar. You're joking. That's right, amigos. You're joking. This is where we learn English with some jokes, with some humor. We're always trying to inject a little humor into the show, but here's where we make sure we do it. So why did the circus lion, okay, no, we don't say circus, circus, se escribe igual, pero no se pronuncia igual. Why did the circus lion eat the tightrope walker? Okay, now you guys call it la cuerda floja. We call it the tightrope, apretada. Yeah, explícame esa. So why did the circus lion, el león de circo, eat the tightrope walker? Oh, that's easy, guys. Of course, he wanted a balanced meal. No, he wanted a balanced meal. No. Balanced, a balanced meal is una comida equilibrada. Que tiene, you've got some greens in there, you've got some protein, you've got some carbohydrates, you got some fructose and all, all the kinds of stuff. It's a varied meal, right? They always talk about a balanced diet. So you're not eating all carbohydrates and no protein, right? So again, I don't know. I'm not a dietitian, as you can see. But they always talk about a balanced diet. Equilibrado, balanceado, a little bit of everything. And also to balance, I think you know that one, balancear, to balance. But also we use it as equilibrio in English. Oh, I lost my balance for a second. Perdí mi equilibrio. I lost my balance for a second. So you get it? He wanted a balanced meal porque se equilibraba, porque es comida completa con todo. All right. The next one. What is the hardest part about joining the circus? Okay, what is the hardest part about joining the circus? The hardest part about joining the circus, is that they make you jump through all sorts of hoops. No? Nobody got it? I don't know if you say the same thing in Spanish. If you have to jump through hoops, it's when they make something really difficult for no reason. Okay, so if you have to pasar por el aro, do you say the same thing? I think I've heard a similar expression. So obviously, if you're in clown college or if you're an acrobat, you have to jump through hoops. but also it means to make something unnecessarily complicated. A lot of people like to do that because it makes them feel self-important. When I like to simplify whenever possible as a communicator, forget muddying things up, right? So, get it? To jump through hoops. Y vamos a decir que lo encuentras y no sabes qué significa. Okay? You just go and you put jump through hoops meaning. I mean, I already explained it to go through an elaborate or complicated procedure in order to achieve an objective. Oh, yeah, you say it, pasar por el aro. I thought I had heard it. Okay, cool. So that one might even work in Spanish. What is the hardest part about joining the circus? They make you jump through all kinds of hoops. Okay, last one. How do you build a flea circus? How do you build a flea circus? And what is a flea circus? The other day, we looked at a flea market, que es un mercado al aire libre. A flea circus. How do you build a flea circus? And flea es pulga. Easy. You start from scratch. You start from, no. You start from scratch. Empiezas desde que rasques. You start from scratch. Partes de cero. How do you build your own flea circus? You have to start from scratch. All right. Horrible jokes. But let's see. German's got one for us. How do you fix a broken pizza? Doesn't have to do with the circus, but we'll take it anyway. How do you fix a broken pizza? With tomato paste. Nice one. Tomato paste is that thick stuff that you add. No es el tomate pelado. It's the paste, the thick stuff. And paste is also pegamento. Hey, I like it. Good one. All right, well, folks, we've got so much to do. We've got a celebration to get to in today's famous birthday trivia. Happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 3. Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Birthdays for him. Famous birthdays for her. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's famous birthdays only on the show with no name. And this is a part of the show where we see who's celebrating a birthday today. The first person was born in 1967. She is a rocker, right? A rocker. No es una mecedora. También. She's a rocker, singer, songwriter, and guitarist, born in New Haven, Connecticut. She was raised in the Chicago area. And, she started releasing some cassettes under the name Girly Sound. And she eventually got a recording contract with Matador Records, which is a very important indie label in the United States. And then in 1993, her debut studio album, it's called Exile in Guyville. Exilio en Pueblo de los Hombres. And it was ranked in one of the 500 greatest albums of all time. She got a Grammy Award nomination for Best Female Rock Performance for her next album, Whip Smart. But she's a great, big fan of her work. And if you haven't heard her, she is great. Her last name sounds like the word justo o bonito. It was the first word in our spell. Well, it sounds like both words in our homophones, her name. Only her last name starts with a PH. All right. And she's also worked with Sheryl Crow in Soak Up the Sun, Avril Lavigne in Extraordinary, Why Can't I, and many other songs. So that's another cool thing. She's inspired many of the female artists that we have today as well, especially the ones who play guitar, and not just pop artists, but also ones in the rock arena. Next up, she was born in 1972, and she has ganado. It's her last name. I said her name before because she was in today's Name That movie which, as you know, was The Atom Project, but she's been in many other movies along the way. She was in the show Alias. She was in Pearl Harbor, the movie Pearl Harbor. What else? Daredevil, Elektra, Juno, Valentine's Day, and so many other movies. Peppermint, as I said, The Atom Project. Today's name, that movie. And her last name means, ahora no me acuerdo, it's llevarse, ganarse. So you would say the movie, su apellido, consiguió, obtuvo, ganó muchos elogios. All right, that is number 2 in our spelling bee. And the last one, she used to live in Madrid when her husband played for Real Madrid. I think they lived in La Moraleja, the moral of the story. Now she lives in Los Angeles or maybe Miami. I don't know. I don't really follow famous people, especially not their personal life. Like if I like her as an artist, I like her music, but I'm not too interested in what people do on their own time. You know, it's not my, but she is one of the Spice Girls. She's definitely made a name for herself out there. I think most of you guys know her. In Spain, she's got kind of a love-hate relationship because didn't she say something about Spain smelling like garlic, right? Well, hey, at least it doesn't smell like, grease from fish and chips. I don't know. I'm just saying. I would rather have the smell of garlic. And folks, we got some winners. Kubla and Chris Valrol. Nice job. Number 1 is Liz Fair, and her name is spelled Phair, Liz Fair. Number 2, Jennifer Garner. Remember, her last name means coger. The movie garnered a lot of praise. And last but not least, Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham. And this is Victoria Beckham in our Say What soundbite today. And it's her. She says, I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. And an outlet, this is a great word. This is where you plug something into the wall, un enchufe, toma de corriente. But an outlet también es una salida, un desagüe, un medio, un canal, right? An outlet. It's a great word to know if you didn't know it. She goes, I just feel so lucky to have those creative outlets. It's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. I just love to make women feel like the best version of themselves. Here she is, the one and only Victoria Beckham.
I just feel so lucky to have these creative outlets. It's what I love to do. I love fashion. I love beauty. I love to make women feel like the best version of themselves.
All right, folks, and now it's time for Name That Lyric.
Hi, hello, Alberto. I think the song is... No? Sorry, bye.
Name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. Name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. It's Name That Lyric only on the show with no name. And I just want to thank all of you guys for your energy, your effort. Amazing. Seriously, excellent stuff, guys. You guys have been doing a wonderful job. And don't think I haven't noticed. Don't think it's been lost on me because I know it. And I'm sure you guys know it too personally. And also your fellow classmates know it as well. So excellent job. Thanks for bringing the magic day in, day out. Tomorrow, we're going to come back and we're going to do a whole new show. We've got, I don't even know, I haven't worked on the script yet, but we're going to look at new movies, new music, new challenges as well. Again, I'll just remind you our website because this is a free service. So we've got to spam you entre parentheses from time to time. Remember, one way that we keep Vaughn Radio going is by selling materials and courses. If we don't sell materials, books, if we don't sell courses, there's no Vaughn Radio, I can guarantee, because You got to pay salaries, licenses for the radio. So I try not to be annoying with it, but I like to let you guys know from time to time if you pick up a book or, sign up for a course, it really helps us and it helps maintain Vaughn Radio. In fact, a nice shout out to Carmen, my student Carmen. She just signed up for her first Vaughn Town this summer. So Carmen from Canarias, excellent job. I'm so proud of you. And I've seen Carmen's been a student with me in my community now since the beginning, for over 2 years. And I've seen Carmen grow so much as a student, and that's amazing. So if you want more information, you've got everything from online courses to books to Vaughn Town to summer camps, and it's all at your fingertips. So thank you. And stay tuned. Up next, you've got Ximena Holiday. You've got so many great shows here on Vaughn Radio, and make arrangements. I hope to see each and every one of you guys at the book fair. Today's song is Liz Phair, Why Can't I? Birthday girl Liz Phair, and the song is called Why Can't I? And the first song says, get a load of me. Get a load of me. Mírame. We looked at this. Get a load of me. Get a load of you. O sea, mírate a ti, o también obtiene una corrida de, hey, to interpret it how you want. So get a load of me. We looked at it today, and there it is in the song. So be a good idea for you to search for the song. Liz Phair, Why Can't I? Get a load of me, get a load of you. Walking down the street, and I hardly know you. Y apenas te conozco. It's just like we were meant to be, como teníamos que ser, era destino. Holding hands with you when we're out at night, cuando estamos por ahí en la noche. Got a girlfriend, you say it isn't right. Tú dices que no es lo correcto. And I've got something waiting too. What if this is just the beginning? We're already wet, and we're gonna go swimming. I think I know where this is going. All right, well, amigos, thank you. Check out the song. It's Liz Phair, Why Can't I? If you weren't familiar with her music, she is awesome. I remember listening to her when I was in high school. So it not only is good music, but it brings back some amazing memories. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll be back tomorrow with more. I promise.